It's your powerful.
I'm having a cold, so I have I had a cold, so I don't want to.
Anyway, last one. Let the code come in. This is your own flute.
Latitude 0, longitude 0. Speaking from the center of the world, Ghana. This is where we are. This is the center of Pan-Africanism. Moving black people forward, uniting us on the same platform, telling the stories that concerns us. Boom! Zo TV Talking Points. Do not change the dial. Stay tuned.
Boom, boom, boom. Yes, we are on a journey on the Nile River now. We're coming to tell the African story. Zo TV Talking Point. We're making sure that we are still cruising with our Pan-Africanism and Afrocentric vibes. At the studio right now, we have an amazing flutist. This guy can play, and he can play, and he can play and play. We want to dive a little bit into our traditional instruments in Ghana. So we have here Mr. Man on the flute. I'm gonna give him a pause right now, and I'll allow himself to introduce and talk about a few things. Yes, my man.
Thank you so much.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Dela Botry. Sometimes people call me the flute magician of Ghana.
The flute magician of Ghana. Okay, do one magic and let's see. Only one magic. Something that I haven't seen before. What sort of magic is that?
It's the sound and spirituality of the person who is playing.
Okay.
And also how to enrich the people that I listen to you.
Alright.
And also to myself.
To yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
I have to communicate. I have to make sure that I get the people enjoy, and I have to enjoy. If I'm not enjoying, how can they enjoy it?
Yeah.
I have to enjoy and then transfer the enjoyment to people around the world.
Okay.
So that's how BBC named me the flute magician of Ghana.
Okay. The type of flute you are playing is what's that type?
It's a Ghanaian bamboo flute.
Ghanaian bamboo flute.
Yes, originally called Atenteben.
Atenteben. Okay.
Yes, and it's from Ghana, the sub-Saharan Africa. If you go to Nigeria, Togo, Benin, Burkina Faso, they also have their type of flutes.
Okay, so there are different types of flutes.
Of course, there are notch flutes, which have 3 notes. And then Atenteben, which is from Ghana, used to have 3 holes before.
Okay, only 3 holes.
And they call it tritonic, yes.
How many holes are these ones?
Now it's 7, thanks to the legendary late Dr. Ephraim Amu, who made it full scale.
Dr. Ephraim Amu?
Yes.
Oh, he made the Atenteben to full scale?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, the history that you can go to the University of Ghana and African Studies to check. He has written books about that.
Okay. So what is the difference between the 7 holes and the 3 holes? I mean...
Well, the 3 holes, you all know that the 3 holes is less than the 7.
Yeah.
You know, if my mom made his own to be able to play a full song like Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do.
Okay.
Asida, Yonyami. Like for instance, if you are having the 3 notes, you cannot play Asida, Yonyami, Nidia.
Okay.
You cannot play. That's the scale.
Okay.
So if one made it to flow around it, play everything.
Okay. So when the man was a thinker then?
The man is really thinking. I see him as instrument of the continent of Africa and the world.
He hasn't been talked about much.
Yes.
With his music achievement like this, I don't think many people know about him like that.
A lot of people don't know. Yes, but children of today don't know much about Ephraim, but Ephraim has really contributed to society.
Okay.
Globally.
All right.
Not only in Ghana.
Yeah.
He impacted the late Professor Nkitia,
Okay.
Kobla Nkitia, whom I worked with.
Okay.
He used to call the late Dr. Ephraim as a master. So you can imagine.
Okay.
You know. So Ephraim has done a lot to society, and I can boldly say that God has used him for we. I was not born when he started playing music.
Okay. Okay.
And God has used him for us to follow, and there are others who will follow in the future if only they want to.
Yeah.
You know, God has the direction of every human being.
Okay.
So he will determine who wants to do it or who doesn't want to do it. You don't have to force music.
Yeah.
Music has to choose you. It's a holy, holy profession.
Okay. I get what you mean. So what's the history behind flute? Like, do you have like who invented flutes, or is it different time, different places did their own thing, or what's the history behind flutes? Do you know any history?
You know, flute is the first instrument globally in the world.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
Historically, before other instrument came, flute is the first instrument.
Okay.
So
I heard that in West Africa it was probably developed by the Fulanis.
Well,
that's what I also heard.
Yes, it could be. They also have their flute.
Okay.
If you go to Egypt, they have their own, they call it Nile. They name it after the river.
Okay.
River Nile.
River Nile, yeah.
And I play with several musicians around there. So I know few of them, and then the flute from the Madinka area. If I'm talking about Madinka, I'm referring to Senegal, Mali, Burkina Faso, Guinea Conakry. Yeah, they also play flute, but their flute is different.
Okay.
And then the late Ephraim also, what he created, used to play what we call the full song, like Atenteben songs. He wrote few pieces.
Yeah.
Professor J.H. Nkitia, who also wrote Atenteben pieces after he followed and learned from the late Ephraim Amu. And then later on, Nana so Abiam also took it, you know, to classical, what he called new classical music. And when it sounds, my band, I also took it way back in 1996, and I named my style New Traditional Music.
New Traditional Music.
New Traditional Music. So Atentebe is instrument that I love so much from Ghana, and then when I took the instrument, I had wanted to play more of like a skill that are not in our traditional or in our tradition. Like a concept, like a salsa music, classical music,
so you can
jazz music.
So you can use the flute to play salsa.
That is what I feel like doing. Tell me of doing. I was not able to do it, but when I joined the Pan African Orchestra, I was able to learn from there, and I also continue from the late Professor J.H. Kobla Nkitia to open more of my theory of music. So I combine more of like a traditional music mixed with other style of music.
So as you said, that means, you know, that's why we said this is a Pan-African channel, and to be able to expand your knowledge base on the flute, it is still the Pan-Africanism, because you want to take ideas from other tribes and ethnic groups to put into this piece. So Atenteben itself, within the context of Ghana, what is the usage of the Atenteben?
Well, Atenteben, as we all know, some people used to think that it's a funeral instrument, but I disagreed. Atenteben is not a funeral instrument. It's an instrument if the player chooses to play only daichis, and then that is the player choice. And for instance, like I was telling you, when I was growing up, my intention is not to play the folkloric music only. I want to play anything I hear on the radio. If I want to play, if I feel like playing jazz, or if I feel like playing calypso music or playing high life music, that is a concept, and that is what I got. That is what I have now.
So but traditionally, it was mainly used for daichis. or was it also used for something else again?
Yes, they normally use it for deges, or we still use it for deges. When it happens, I mean, everybody will die, of course. I mean, but that is not the main intention.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I remember some time ago, one lady who has a project, she asked me to compose a music for her book, I'm a Daxing.
Okay.
And then the beginning, she was thinking that the instrument only played deges and stuff like that. She was not really happy about the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, but until she saw me playing High Life during the launch of the Professor John Collins' book.
Okay.
She was invited. When she saw me, she was like, "What?" And then that is how come she was able to release some of the funds for me to book studio quickly for her to go into the project.
So what would be a typical High Life flute sound? If because audience are watching now, we say High Life. Some people don't even know what High Life is, but High Life is a music that originated from Ghana. So if we're supposed to play something small, to tell the story that we are playing High Life, give us something.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I'm going to give Yamponsa style of High Life.
Yamponsa.
We have Yamponsa High Life. We have Sichi. We have Odonso. We have Kwao. Different kinds of High Life style.
All right.
So what I need to do, or what you need to do as a musician, you have to listen to your progression or the direction of where you are coming from.
Okay.
For instance, I'm going to play Yamponsa. Now, in the key of C.
Do not change the dial. The frequency is Zo TV Talking Point. How about that? That's amazing, man.
Thank you, bro.
That's amazing. I like it. You know, you took me on a different space.
Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you.
I like it. Yeah. So that is Yamponsa.
Yes.
And what did you say? Yamponsa.
Yamponsa. We have various style of High Life music.
Yes. And you play Yamponsa now.
Yes.
What is another style again?
There are different styles. I can play Sichi, I can play Kwao, I can play Odonso.
Okay, please just give us only one Sichi so that we know the difference between the Brother, how many years have you been playing this instrument?
I've been playing this when I was small. I don't know.
20 years, 30 years?
No, I was 10 years. 1979.
1979.
When I started playing music.
Okay. But the flute itself, you've been playing it since what age?
45 years now.
45 years
From my childhood.
Wow, that's amazing.
So I grew up, I always say God was preparing me at the age of 10.
Yes.
To 20.
Okay.
When I joined Pan African Orchestra.
Okay.
And then it started opening my mind into music.
Yeah.
And the dream that I was dreaming to have started. I started accomplish that dream.
Who formed the Pan African Orchestra?
The late Nana Danso Abiam.
Okay. Is Pan African Orchestra still functioning very well?
The orchestra itself is not functioning, but they have the youth.
They have the youth.
Pan African Youth Orchestra, yes.
Pan African Youth Orchestra.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, what is the difference between the orchestra before and then the youth?
The orchestra before was an adult.
Okay.
Who were part of it? Yes. And I remember how this group was formed because I was teaching at the Restoration Academy.
Restoration Academy.
And then my former boss came to my house. By then there was no telephone for him to call me.
Okay.
So he came to my house, asking me the children that he saw on TV, because I told them what some of the songs we used to play from the Pan-African Orchestra. So the late Dr. Ephraim Amwako, who was the former director of the National Theatre, I mean, they came that they wanted the children to come and be part of a program, Kida Fest.
Kida Fest, okay.
So I brought the children to perform the Kida Fest. After that, they decided to go and then go along with the children.
Okay.
Then they can make it a youth orchestra. And I said, oh, no problem.
Okay.
So it was a group that I founded for the school.
Yeah.
So now it became, I was very happy that at least the orchestra still exists with the youth. Yes.
Okay, that's nice. So 45 years of playing this instrument, I know that this is your little child that you go everywhere with. Do you think that the flute is getting more grounds in Ghana or Africa, or do you think that it's getting out of extension? I want to know whether you think our people are accepting it, or they are just being taken away by Western instruments and they don't even care about the flutes anymore. What's the interest base?
You see, the thing is that we are too much westernized. We are too much westernized.
Yeah.
The mindset of especially Ghanaians, our minds are too much westernized in the sense that we think that anything that is coming from Ghana is not good.
Yeah, so anything that comes from Ghana is not good.
Of course. I mean, sometimes if for instance, like Kantanka has produced a lot of cars. You see a lot of Kantankas on the street.
Yeah.
But let me ask you, and I are the observers. Do you see Kantanka cars on the street?
Not many at all.
So the question is why?
Yeah.
You see where it's coming from?
Yeah.
So if somebody is, Toyota. Even when I went to Japan last year to perform, I was in one of the Toyota that was given to us by the ambassador, Ghana ambassador over there.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I was not able to see the Toyota we use in Ghana in Japan.
Yeah.
It's different Toyota.
It's different Toyota.
Different Toyota.
So home brand.
Yes,
home brand
of course.
Toyota made in Japan.
Made in Japan, and they use it a lot in their country. You don't see more
foreign cars over
there in Japan.
So we should have been using
Kantanka. We should be using Kantanka. I wish Kantanka can sponsor me one, and I'll be ambassador for Kantanka.
Okay, Kantanka.
I will make sure I use it very well.
If anybody's listening, please go to the comment section that the entertainment industry is wanting a Kantanka vehicle that will be led by Dela to champion the cause of his cars being used in Ghana and being bought by all ministers, and all government cars will all go Kantanka. Home brand. Boom. So how many countries have you been to with the flute? Because you just talk about Japan.
Yes, I have traveled worldwide. I cannot count the countries that I have been with. It's over 80 countries.
About 80 countries?
Yes.
With only this simple flute?
It's not simple. You see, it's small, but it's not simple.
Yeah.
This is what feeds me.
Yeah.
Without playing this, I will not be able to buy my car.
Yeah.
I will not be able to buy fuel in the car to come and see you. I was not able to go and eat meal and then provide hands meat for family. You understand?
Yeah.
So this is what God has given me, which I embrace so much.
Yeah.
And thank God that I have impacted this knowledge to children around my community at Russia, where I got a talent from, or where I started.
Okay.
I was thinking that what can I do for these children?
Yeah.
They always see me, Brother, we want to follow you. I was like, and someone said, give me something. I was like, no, give me something. How much can I give you? And until when will I give you something?
Yeah.
Let me give you something that will make you become relevant, become who you are. If you are interested to learn the flute, I will teach you free of charge.
All right.
But if you are not interested, I will charge you, because if it's for free, then if you are interested in it, and you wanted to learn,
I get what you
then I don't waste my time.
Yeah.
Then you made a benefit, and I also think that my time is used very well.
Yeah.
So I taught Aike, Livingston, Ubudai, Kwashi, Virginie.
These are all children that you taught.
Yeah, but they are not children. They are not
children anymore.
They are grown up. They are in America. They are in Canada. They are in Europe as well.
Right.
They all travel. Yes.
Yeah, and they play music there. They play.
Yeah, of course. I'm very glad that I did that.
Okay.
To give.
That's nice.
Back to society, and today they feel so proud and say, had not been because of what I gave them, they are not, where they are now. But God used me as a vessel to help them.
So do you play with big bands as well?
Yes, I play with various bands. I play with various artists, including Stevie Wonder.
Okay, you play with Stevie Wonder.
Yes, Salif Keita.
Salif Keita.
Angelique were on stage.
Okay.
In Norway, Nobel Peace Prize concert.
Okay.
And some military band in Finland. And William Bells, one of the blues legend in Los Angeles. Memphis.
All right.
And some other places. I was invited also by the U.S. government because of this.
All right.
Government of the United States of America.
Okay. That's nice. That means you are very versatile. So if a band invites you in Brazil and you want to go and play over there, you have no problem at all. You know that when you get there, you'll be able to flow with the band.
Of course.
Okay.
As far as music is concerned, what I need to know is the melody.
Yeah.
The bars and the tempo.
Yeah.
The the progressions of the song. And then I'm good to go with that. I normally go and explore that. I remember traveling to the UK in 2017, and I was asked to go and jam a band, jazz band I was playing. It's not my gig.
Yeah.
So I play one song, everybody in the club, about 300 of them, they were like, oh, Mama, I said, no, it's not my gig, I have to go.
Yeah.
And then when you live, I live in Ghana.
Yeah.
Please come and stay in the UK. We need. I said, no, Munya, because Ghana. Ghana is my homeland.
Yeah.
I have to serve my country and leave my country and go and serve abroad and come back.
Yeah. Do you see? I don't know. You've been to the Caribbean as well.
Yes, of
Cuba
course.
and stuff
I've been to Cuba. I've been to Curacao, Martinique.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you what the style of music and with the flute? Do you find yourself in it very easy to play because there's a connection?
That's my world.
That's your world.
Yes.
Okay.
Their music sounds so much classic.
All right.
You know, for instance, one of the songs that
so you are taking us to. So this is typical Spanish style, right?
Of course.
Yeah. You hear this sound everywhere. So that's nice. That's nice. So it doesn't matter where you go. Once this instrument is in your pocket, you could
Afrobeat, like your own. You remember we jammed together before.
Yeah.
Everything concerning music.
Okay.
If it's Afrobeat, if it's anything. But my idea is to preserve, develop, and to promote national and continental instrument.
Yes.
So my new project that I'm coming out with is called Authentic Afro Music. That's my style of music that I have introduced.
Okay.
I have not released it yet.
Okay. Authentic Afro music.
Authentic Afro music is my genre of music that I introduced.
Okay.
It comprises me Afrobeat, high life, everything is included. But because I'm using the traditional instrument, I intentionally to name it Authentic Afro Music.
Okay.
Everything is in the Afro style.
So what sort of instrument are you putting together? Because you have the flute.
I have done the work already.
So I want to know the elements.
Okay, I have put this one, which is the Ngoni.
Yeah, Ngoni.
The Ngoni is there.
Yeah.
I have put in also the Seperewa from Ghana.
Also
the Kora is also there.
Okay.
And then there's one fine instrument that I developed from Morocco. It's called Gimbri.
Okay.
I have Gimbri that represent the bass.
All right.
So everything you hear inside, you might think is Western instrument. If you don't see, you might think that is Western instrumentation.
But they are all
traditional instrument playing Western style of music or Afrocentric style of music.
Okay.
Any kind of music you want us to play, take 5.
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah.
Or Michael Jackson song.
Yeah.
We'll use a traditional instrument to play
Play
them.
it.
Yes.
Folks, this is the only place you get something like this. Zo TV, we stand out on a unique level, and this is what we want to be feeding you every time. So do not change the dial. The frequency is Zo TV Talking Point. What I want you to do is,
Alright.
I've seen a very nice clip from you. I'm not going to tell you where I saw that. And you were blowing the flute from a different, with a different body part. I want my audience to have a look at that.
Sure.
He was not blowing the flute with his mouth. He was blowing the flute on a different, like different style. So, give us that demonstration as we close down. You did not blow with your mouth. Oh.
I'm having a cold, so I have to. I had a cold, so I don't want to.
Anyway, last one. Let the code come in. This is your own flute. Anywhere you are watching us from, that is Dela on flute, extraordinary, amazing on Zo TV, Pan-African channel, Afrocentric vibes. We'll bring you more. Boom!
Zo TV Talking Point. Do not change the dial. Stay tuned.